What's poppin'? Ready to hear the unfiltered truth? Then don't miss Taboo Talk with DJ Ulrich, the podcast where no topic is off limits. From comedy to true crime, beauty to sports, and everything in between, we say what others won't. Stream it live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. only on YouTube and Facebook. It's bold. It's real. It's Taboo Talk. Follow now and turn your midweek into a mind-blowing mix of laughs, facts, and fire conversation. Taboo Talk is sponsored by Straight Vibes and distributed by Brighton's Guyana.
Alright guys, welcome down to another episode of Taboo Talk. Want to remind you to subscribe, like YouTube and Facebook. We're streaming live right now from Coconut Cove. It's on the seawall, and I just can't give proper direction, but you can't miss it. It's the beautiful bar out here. It got that kind of island breeze flavor. You can't miss it. That's all I can tell you. You can't miss it. Right now we're sipping on some Straight Vibes. For those persons who are interested in Straight Vibes, you can definitely check all those supermarkets nationwide, countrywide. Grab yourself the Straight Vibes. I want to shout to everybody down there at BPI. Shout to Nelly, Conley, the entire team. Right now we're beating some Unstoppable. Just for a straight mix. Unstoppable goes good with ginger ale and Coke. So, give it a try. Comment on the video. Let me know if you like it. Trust me, you will like it though. But today, I have no other than a long-time friend. A brother, in the music industry. We started this industry together, a matter of fact. But you're gonna hear more of that. No other than Selector Biggs. Welcome to Taboo Talk, bro.
Cheers, bro.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Guys, it's been a while. It's been such a while. And I couldn't have started no way with my brother. So Biggs, just tell us. I'm gonna ask you a question that I never asked. Where the name Selector Biggs came from?
Quick backstory. So it came from just chilling, hanging with some friends and family, cousins, and the guys were saying like, hey, you're doing good with it, in the music industry, you're a DJ now, and I was looking for other name, so I actually started with the name Selected D, which is the initials of my first name, which is Daniel. So they kind of find it, a little off, mediocre. So we were chilling and it's like, hey, you gotta get a name. You gotta get a better name.
Big.
And I was like, yeah, indeed, we're gonna look for something. And my cousin, I always have to big him up, Tarek. He was there and he was like, hey, he's a big man now,
Yeah. Was he talking, big. When he's saying you're a big man, was he talking in size or just...
Probably in size, because we were still young.
Yeah.
I think it was size, so he said, yeah.
I know if you grew up chubby, so if you grew up chubby, that's normally call you big.
Probably, yeah, or big or something. But the name Biggs came up, and he's like, hey, you're Biggs. And I said, what, this name sound good. And from then on, I started working with it, and I find it catchy.
Yeah.
And I made it my alias.
Yeah, so. But you're living it up though. You're living it up.
I wore that a lot.
Yeah, you're living it up, cause
I'm trying to do my best.
Cause if you're the name Selector Fines, I mean you would a billion more slim, but Biggs can do it. Biggs can do the work.
Yeah, man.
But let me take you rewind a bit. You entered a moccasin competition a few years back.
That was another competition.
13.
Yes, can't forget it.
Yeah, I didn't know you them time.
No, we didn't know.
We didn't know each other them time. So you entered that competition. I can vividly remember that it was like 39 to about 47 contestants, right?
Yeah.
You came out third or second?
I can't remember the exact number, but we were earlier. We were earlier.
Because I could remember. How was that? Like, can you remember how was that for you? Like being on that big stage, because I would say that was the biggest crowd you ever performed in front of.
Yes, well, at that time, that was actually the biggest crowd I ever performed in front of. It was good, and that day actually, or that evening actually changed my life from then. I remember the year, but I can't remember the date exactly, but it was 2013 when everything went, let's say, up for me in the industry, in music, being a DJ, being an entertainer. It was a good experience.
And it was so funny because I was a part of that myself and Selected Timothy. We were a part of that. We were a part of that competition. That was when, I think that's when all of us, our music careers actually got that boost, you know? It was, and not only, we end up knowing a lot of persons, so
through that,
I think we got knocked out of that competition very early.
Very early.
They said that I played some cussing songs, so it was hard, but, and then you guys went on to the other round.
Yeah.
And
on the spot.
Good, on the spot. Now, after that competition, it was a buzz in the streets. Everybody was talking. I think you guys were actually the crowd's favorite.
We were the crowd's favorite.
You guys were actually crowd favorite. Can you remember anything from back then, like from just that event, from when you first got called to play a song system?
What I could remember, I mean, the competition, like I said, was a good experience. And like I said, it from that day, my life changed for the good in the music industry, in being an entertainer, being a DJ. It's a lot that I could remember, but to point out, the competition was the pathway, the exact term.
But you remember when you got your first call to actually play on a song system?
I won't say it was a call, but it was. I thought it was like a prank, actually. So when I got the call from Marvelous, Marvin Kit,
Marvin the Beast,
Marvin, big up yourself. Marvin called me. I was actually sitting at my breakfast table on the computer, preparing some music and like fixing up some stuff, and I saw my phone ring because I always had Marvelous number. And I see Marvin calling, and I check the phone. I was like, "Who Marvin want now?" So when I answer, and he said, "Well, I need you to go to the radio station and represent, which is Stereosonic." I was like, I look at my phone. I was like, "Wow, really?" So I thought it was joking, making. And he said, "No. Tonight, no, not tonight. It was afternoon. That was 3 o'clock.
Yeah, that's supposed to be 98.1.
That was 98.1.
Yeah,
yes, 98.1. We started, and it wasn't 3. There was for 12. Sorry,
12 to 1.
12 to 1.
Yeah.
It was the.
And I can tell you why I remember 12 to 1 because you say when you get that call, right?
Yeah.
When I think at the time he called me. Remember, I didn't know you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't know you. He was just like, show up at the radio station 98.1
at this time.
At this time.
And you're going to be working with XYZ.
And you're going to be working with XYZ. Yeah. But before that, Akilo was working at 98. Akilo doing everything for himself.
Yes.
So when he gave me that call, I was like, cool. Show up. I went. Akilo was my shout out to DJ Akilo.
Yeah.
All the time, my mentor forever. I will start training with him. So when everything finished now, he was like, go back there, you're gonna meet this guy and thing. I said Biggs. And I said Biggs. Yeah. And then it started there.
Right there.
But the experience starting with you playing on the radio, like how was that feelings for you?
It was at first nerve-wracking because remember, it's not the dancehall where you could play any and anything.
Yeah.
You cannot do the indecent language, vulgarity, sensitive stuff.
Yeah, it was very cool.
So it was kind of nerve-wracking, but it was good. I enjoyed it.
Good. And your time on the radio, I mean, you have evolved. I myself have seen you evolve from 98 straight to
94 now.
94.
Yeah.
The question I'm asking you, right?
Yes.
when you got that call for 94, at that time, you remember 94 was booming. 94 no start. Every radio, every corner, every even through the arcade we walking on Regent Street, 94 was playing. 94 was, how was knowing the impact that 94 had, and you being on 94 with that growth from 98 to 94. How was that for you?
Well, I must say it was good. It was challenging. It had its ups and downs. Coming from 98, remember, I didn't start it that long to have, much experience, but I braved it and I went over And I did my best. I took my time to learn certain things, do certain things, and it worked out for the good.
Yeah, I mean,
it worked out good.
And also, it also brings fan base to your career
Correct.
as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, because I could remember when most times radio finished, we would probably walk down, went somewhere, and person select the bigs. I'll enjoy bigs,
enjoy the radio today.
Enjoy the radio today.
And
and one thing I want to point out, why I said it also bring a fan base. You could remember when these guys messaged us in New York, they had a barbershop, Ray.
Oh, yeah. I forget the barbershop name.
It was Classic Cuts or...
No, Classic Cuts is Tim. Shout out to Tim.
Tim. Ray was... Elite Barber.
Elite. I think it's Elite. I think it's Elite. If we're wrong, sorry, but I think Ray's Elite.
Yeah. I mean, knowing those guys at first, and that's what I said, 94 was booming. Yeah. Everybody overseas was excited for 94. Even though they were in a different country, they were excited for us. And even you. Yeah. And your career even grew even bigger on 94.
Yeah.
I mean, you had a chance working with Raul and Corwin.
Yes.
Walk us through that.
Listen to me. Working with Raul, Corwin, and I must mention Dwight, it is an experience I think any young DJ would love to have.
Yeah.
Especially, I would say, Corwin. Why? We had our little radio clashes and stuff.
Correct, the old school clash.
Yes. Yeah. So I was in 3 competitions as Corwin selector.
Yeah.
Right? And listen to me, the knowledge that I gained from being in those 3 competitions, we actually won. We won 2.
And you bring second place.
And we bring second in the third.
That's why you win the iPhone them.
yes. And that I still have.
Yeah.
So let me tell you, working with those guys, you learn a lot. Let me tell you, those guys, they might seem be young, but they have a lot of knowledge.
Guys ain't young.
Well,
guys ain't young.
They're all of them young, but they're good. They're good.
To interject, right?
Yeah.
Why I said those guys are young, working with those guys. You remember when we now started, you do your history.
Yeah.
And those guys were pioneering the entertainment industry. Those guys came and changed the game in the industry.
Right.
Every turn the industry turned, those guys turn with the industry.
Yeah.
And I think that is what keeps them trending even a day like today.
Yeah.
And that's why I say they're not young. They're very experienced. And indeed, anybody would like to work with Roland Corwin, the team. But what you can say when it comes to those guys, how serious they take business.
They take, very serious. As much as we might be friends to them, also employed, those guys are very serious. You can't mess up because you're gonna get the full blood, because as you said, it's business, and you can't mess up business.
Loud. Yeah. Give me one of the favorite times that you actually enjoyed working with them, like a special time that you enjoyed their company working with them.
Listen, since I started, every time, since how long I'm working here? The radio station is
about 12 years. I'm there like 11 years.
No, it's more than that, I think.
More than that?
Yeah. I remember from the Jersey, last year was 12, so...
Yeah. Oh,
this year's 30.
Sense.
Anyway, since I started here, it is good. Every workplace have their ups, have their downs. But listen, when we ready to gaff, when we ready to... Listen, you skin your teeth from start to finish.
I know it goes.
We might not lime every day or all the time, but once everybody at the office... And listen, the fun times I'm going to say now is when they have general meeting or they have a DJ meeting. It end up turning to a comedy show. And this be one of the best times over there when everybody's there.
Look, I don't know if you can remember when we finished 98 and went to 94, when we used to do 2 shows.
2 shows, yeah.
And then we went to... At that time, we just called this hoverboard was trending.
Yes.
And I think Roller Current, they purchased a hoverboard.
Yeah.
And every day we used to run over to 94 just to be on the hoverboard.
Yeah.
Just to be on the hoverboard. So I would say those guys are fun.
Yeah, they
but
are.
I know personally they take business very serious.
Very.
And I mean they're representing a brand as well.
Correct.
Yeah, they're representing a brand as well. And you had a chance to work here with Phillies because from Saturday radio, you used to be on radio with Phillies.
Yes.
Yeah,
And that is actually my first program that I started on 9 to 4. Let's say weekly. Shout out to Phillies.
Yeah.
You know, there's my sister.
Phillies, big up.
Phillies, take a big up. I started there for. I can't remember the month.
You even remember the month.
No, I can't remember. But it was
so long.
I think it was 2016. I think it was 2016. Yeah, I started with Phillies on the Hangout. That was from 9 a.m. to 12 midday.
Yeah.
And listen, the experience and the knowledge I gained from Phillies also is amazing.
Yeah, because Phillies was corporate as well too.
Correct.
You know, Phillies was corporate
Phillies
as well.
taught me a lot, and I think I taught Phillies a lot.
Yeah, you
too.
guys
She will say.
Listen, you guys
She's
were the
going to
best
say.
duo on radio in the morning.
that's
Best. I
love
won't take that
Phillies.
back. I won't take that back.
Thank you.
Best duo.
Yeah.
You know, and it was a really it was a nice chemistry between you guys.
yeah.
But tell me something, Phillies is very bubbly on the radio. Is she bubbly in personality as well? Is what you hear is what you see, you know?
So, partially because if she does not know you, she would not be, that kind of
Bubbly.
But once she's comfortable around you, she will be Phillies. And
right.
Phillies is a really nice person on air and off air.
All right, guys. So, hey, guys, we're going to take a break. We're going to be back. But before we do so, like I want to say, we're down at Coconut Cove. This is on the seawalls. You know, we're having fun. You know, we're about to mix some nice island breeze here. And I'm going to tell you what's the recipe when we're back.
Ice.
Hey guys, welcome back. And remember, I want to encourage you guys to subscribe. Go over to Facebook, YouTube, and subscribe. Right now, we're on, like I said, we're on streaming at Coconut Cove, the nicest bar right now on KTC Walls. And listen, you see this here? This here came from this here, and it's called. Let me tell you what it's called. So we're drinking the Unstoppable. It's called the Unstoppable Island Breeze, and this requires 3 ounces of Unstoppable, 3 ounces of pineapple juice, 1 ounce of orange juice, and 2 dashes bitters from Angostura, right? So this here is our courtesy of Prince. So if you need the Island Breeze, guys, make sip and tell me what's going on there.
Let me try it.
Yeah, try it, see what's going on there.
Try and see.
Jesus, Lord.
Yeah, Prince. All a big up.
All a big up.
Proper thing.
I know. This is it. This is it. And guys, the 31st of October, Coconut Cove have the craziest Halloween event. It's happening on the KTC wall, and I think it's the first to ever happen. So we're here at the Coconut Cove on the 31st of October. Our courtesy of Prince, the big guy here. Trust me, come out in your mask, come out in your costume. It's going to be crazy. And while you're here, do ask for the Unstoppable Breeze. He can set it up for you, right? But like I said, I'm no other here with my friend Selector Biggs. Biggs, we were talking earlier about Phillies.
Yeah.
You also worked with you work with Stan?
Well, no, I never worked.
Okay, you worked with Phillies, from Phillies to Casual.
To Casual.
Great. Let's talk a bit about Casual. Casual bring a nice vibes in radio in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And I think the guys there at It's and Jams, they probably make that decision to tie you into that.
Yeah.
Working with Casual, how different was it working with Phillies? You know, I mean, it's two different personalities.
Yeah.
How different was it?
Two different personalities. Casual, well, we know Casual, he is Guyanese, but he lived abroad for a while. He went to school abroad.
Yeah.
So, you know, certain things that, you know, we might say like locally, he wouldn't know it.
Yeah.
And things that, you know, from abroad is a lot.
Yeah.
So he would teach or show me or tell me, and that's how I, you know, gain the experience.
Because
also.
Casual to me is very informative as well.
Very informative.
As you were saying, he had resided once overseas.
Yes.
Came to Guyana. So I mean, I would say that he takes some time to do some research. So he gives you over there news. He gives you here.
Yeah, everything. Everything.
It is really good. It was.
Yeah.
Casual is a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Brawler.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Brawler.
yeah.
One time.
Yeah, but Biggs, I mean, how long have you been in the industry though?
In the industry, let's say about 14 years.
14 years, good. 14 years in the industry. I could remember when Marvelous had Marvelous Sunday over there at Monaco.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a vibe. We used to shell out Monaco though. We used to really shell out.
That was our place.
Yeah. We used to really shell out Monaco. Monaco was really good. Marvelous Sundays.
Yeah.
I know we worked Marvelous Sundays. We were at Monaco and we work with Stereosonic.
Yeah.
Shout out to Father Raja.
Yeah.
Entire Stereosonic Metro. Yeah, the entire team.
Yeah.
You know, we were on that platform of representation. I mean, representing a big brand like Stereosonic. How was it? Like,
Listen,
how did you honor that?
I honor it a lot because everybody knows, and who knows Stereosonic is one of Guyana's biggest sound system and one of Guyana's most respected sound system.
Yeah.
So getting the opportunity to as Levi said, call it as youth man.
Yeah.
Going on a sound system
That's so big.
That is so big, that is recognized locally, internationally, you know, in several countries worldwide.
Yeah.
It is a huge, you know, privilege to actually work. I'm actually still on Stereosonic, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm not really frequent at the parties.
I know. You left and went back.
Yeah, I left.
Yeah,
and then I went back.
Yeah.
To them.
But you know, I mean, things happen, and you know, we're mature now enough. You know, we're mature enough. Like the other day, I was telling somebody, they was like, "Why you leave Stereosonic?" And I was like, "Nah, man." And they said, "Marvelous, not Marvelous." And you know, I mean, even though Marvelous had his ways back then, I mean, Marvelous is a businessman right now.
Correct.
He has he's a part of Stovetop now, managing Stovetop.
Yes.
And I think probably if he had that experience back then, now, you know, it would have been much more great. I mean, he learned, so. You know, you know.
I think so.
So shout out to Marvelous Amen. Shout out to Marvelous Amen. Biggs, being in the industry, you've been there. Why if person we've never got to select the Biggs event? Is it because is it in the planning or
it is in the planning. But for me, I would say like I'm a more kind of laid back person.
Yeah.
I mean, although I'm a DJ, I just don't feel or think that I should, like, you know, keep a board night party or keep, you know, it's just for me. I'm just more laid back. I have ideas in my head. I have a lot of ideas in my head. A lot of events, concept, and these things that I would love to bring it to life. But I think in the future. I just think it wasn't my time yet.
But you mentioned, you mentioned something, and in the industry, our pioneers, our the person that we look up to, persons like we look up to, would tell us this: if we lay back, we lose. And and trust me, I can proudly say, with me, I was so laid back. Like I was so laid back in the radio industry, and I was laid back to a point. I said, I never do radio no more, and that was it. But what I want to encourage you to do, Biggs, don't be laid back, because I mean, from then to now, we've been friends from the starting of. I would say I'm mid school. I'm from the mid school of music, right? And you shouldn't be, because I've seen your growth. And I know if you put on an event, Biggs, you'll have so much support, many support. Because
I appreciate it.
Because it's Select the Biggs. It's not. It just come, you know what I mean? It's not like the Biggs just change up in name on Facebook and the you understand? It's the original Biggs.
The original Biggs.
Yeah, it's the original Biggs. Something I want to ask you. In the music industry, like not really in the music industry, in the party world, we would call it. Like, there's a lot of concerns, DJs playing more gun songs than girl songs. I mean, there's a time and place for everything, because certain area you go to play music, you don't know, you can play some song for the bad girls, but really it's about by party. But I mean, on regular occasion, like even if it's a brunch, even if it's a nice soca party, you would find that the music juggling, it changed. It changed. Now, it changed to a point that it affects person. I know you can't please everybody.
Definitely.
How would you manage like an event that person have those concern about?
I would say let me I don't wanna say anything, to
offend anybody, because
anybody. People go in and feel it very easily. Listen, I think it's easy. If you're a DJ, you just have to analyze. You gotta analyze your crowd. You gotta know where you're going and what is your job. What you gotta do. Your job is DJing, yes, entertaining, but you gotta analyze the crowd and see who's there. Because sometimes you might go, let's say a brunch, you might think it's a more bougie brunch, like just using that as a term, whereby is a more, let's say, I think I could say a dash out brunch.
Get
so
vibes.
Like I said, you gotta experiment also. When I say experiment, you could pull certain songs or play certain songs to try and feel the people out. And this is whereby you're analyzing to know and see, all right, if they're feeling this, if they're feeling that. If they're feeling this, well, all right, you could stick around there for a little bit, and you make some go wrong again.
And that is good, because remember when we first started Stereosonic, the first rule that we learned is analyze the crowd. What will you doing and analyze the crowd?
And raise your head. You gotta raise. You can't keep your head.
Marvelous Roger, I would say raise your head.
Raise your head.
Take your laptop and see what's going on. So those were good teachings. Big. So what is in the juggling world? What is the most hyped or baddest cartel playlist that you have? Like, I mean, 3 songs on the playlist,
Last Man Standing.
Last Man Standing.
For sure. No Man. Vibes Cartel.
That's how No Man is.
On Ducati Radio. I don't want to offend anybody.
Fine.
So, one more. I gotta give the girls them one. So, I would say something for the girls. There's a lot for the girls, so my mind kind of because right now, because there's a lot.
Let's prove it when you're in the dance world.
I'm gonna say Fever like the rum.
Fever like the rum.
Fever is one of the girls them song that has to be in the Vibes Cartel playlist. Got to be in
that party segment.
Yes, definitely.
If you're gonna party, you don't play Fever. You're missing out on the girls are missing out on the action. But it's good. It's good to see how evolved you are in the industry. Tell us about the support from your mom.
Wow. So from mommy. Let me tell you, when I first started, anybody know, mommy was most concerned about, I think, safety. I think she was like worried about me going out there playing the music, but it's just safety because when I started, it was at a young age.
Yeah, shout out to Audrey. Much love.
Yeah,
much love.
I don't want to call my age because it is kind of at the age. But she was more big on safety. I can remember quickly. I was at an event, at a wedding in Permanent Garden, and they set and everything had to pack up and thing, and it actually had to go in a vehicle, a car, not even a canter, a car. So my mother left home, and reached to the guy's house, which is a corner away from us. Reached to the guy's house, and was there waiting on me.
Yeah.
So that's how I know, she was
concerned about
my safety. And, because it was late.
Yeah, I think.
But she showed me all support. She was there. Even to when my father was alive. He might not remember a lot or know a lot, but they both gave their support. And my brother also. Yeah.
And that is good because I've seen Auntie Audrey in action many times, And I don't know if you remember this. The time somewhere we went and played, we got a booking. So when she praying on the phone.
Correct. Yes. Mommy don't pray.
Yeah,
mommy don't play with prayer.
The prayers,
She don't play.
I think it was in a car we went and she said, where we going? And somewhere we going? And she started praying.
She started praying.
And I was like, but I think in the industry, all parents, because my mom had a problem with that too.
Yeah.
Even if you dance and it's late, if you dance and you're late, she calling
to find out is everything okay?
What's wrong with you, man? I good, But shout out to our parents, Biggs, coming in the industry, the music industry, as an upcoming DJ, as someone wants to be a selector, they want to be a DJ.
Yeah.
The dynamics have shifted a lot.
Correct.
And I can tell you this because from not being active in music anymore and taking up podcasting, I see a lot. Like I see so much. Yeah. Do you think DJs are laid back when it comes to cooperate? Because for example, like I said, I'm outside of the music, and I see a lot, and I can tell you who are cooperate and who are interested in cooperate and who would be going to cooperate and who lay back about cooperate. What are your take on that?
My take on that, I think, listen, cooperate is good. I'm gonna say that's where the money is.
Yeah.
So for the young DJs coming up, try your best to, try out the cooperating because, like I said, that's where the money is, and also you get to learn more rather than you just, let me say the normal dancehall parties or the barbecues or the birth night events and those kind of stuff. Corporate is excellent, I would say.
Great. Because looking on the outside and I'm wondering with the growth of Guyana.
Yeah.
We just got a new bridge.
Yeah.
The BJ River Bridge, Harbor Bridge. And that just shows that the growth of Guyana, we're growing so much. And I'm looking because I'm not active anymore, doesn't mean I don't look.
Yeah.
But I still look. I still have the love.
You got to.
Right? And I can tell it's like, why is this person not taking up cooperate that much? With the growth that is happening.
And I realized that, not cutting you, but I realized that with the younger generation.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're scared.
Yeah.
But for me, my advice to you is don't be scared because that is actually a good way to go.
Yeah. For example, Akilo.
Yeah, shout out to Akilo.
Yeah, and let me show you something.
Akilo is fully cooperating.
Yeah, fully cooperating. Let me show you something, Biggs.
Yeah.
Remember when we start radio? Akilo was cooperate.
Yes.
And that was like 14 years back,
Oh, yeah.
And Akilo is still cooperate right now, Until now, Akilo is still
cooperate. You gotta be consistent.
Yeah.
You just can't see it as, these people call me to play, and you show off about it. Because every corporate event you go, you must learn something.
Yeah, for sure.
As a DJ who's partially I would say partially corporate. I am corporate,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
not,
you
I
are.
wouldn't say like fully. Every corporate event that I go to, I take away something from it that I have to learn.
You know, what would be one of your event that you attend or had to play at that was one of the worst event that you actually went home and said, oh my God, this was the worst event that I ever did, or you learned something from it?
It's a few, probably a wedding. Probably a wedding at Princess Hotel in with the room, like a conference room.
There's a big room there.
Yeah, so I got booked for a wedding. It was some person of Indian descent. The person who was planning the wedding, even the persons who are getting married said, oh, not because we're Indian, you're going to play Indian all night,
we get
whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But when I reached the event and started to play, they didn't want to finish hearing Indian music.
Yeah,
and back then I was not so strong
with the catalog of Indian songs.
But listen, that wedding stressed me out. But
so the feel and fine.
I took all what I could from that wedding. And listen to me, if you put me in an Indian wedding now, I would destroy it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about, the growth of the industry. Because the reason why I ask you that every DJ has that moment when, oh shucks, I didn't do this, I didn't have this. Because I'm going to tell you, when I start DJing and playing songs to myself, like we would call it talking, mic, like if somebody booked me on a 50th birthday, I must get about 50 big per song. I must have 50 big per song. But then book me for the next event, I got about 400, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that is the growth. That is the growth of being in the industry. But like what is next to Selecta Biggs though? Like what are your plans? Because I asked you earlier about an event, hosting your own event and these things.
That's actually one that's next for me. I want to try and do an event. It's actually, like I said, I have the ideas and stuff in my head. It's just to execute. That would be one. Also traveling to different countries to check out, let's say, the carnival. Like Canada would have Carabano and Miami Carnival and those stuff. That's what I want to do next, so I could be more experienced.
Is it to go to just see what they're doing to have some idea to organize, or just to play? Or
well, I won't say to play as yet because I don't want to just drop myself in a jungle. I would go just to see and learn, and then maybe in the future I would apply myself to get a bookings there on an event there or something of the sort.
And that is good, because going international is one thing, because I think Guyana is so small. I mean, we're growing so much, but then we're still small.
We're small,
and because we have a lot of DJ in that squeeze.
And this is what I was now about to say.
And I want to shout out to Mixmaster Tony for this, because Tony told me when I start my podcast, Tony said, Albert, just as nice, hats off, I love it. But guess what? Don't go local, go international. And I was like, yeah, thanks, And I was wondering, like, Tony telling me.
Said that.
But then when it took me actually 2 minutes to just sit and analyze that we're in a small space. And for something so good and for such good talent that you have, it just can't stay here.
Just can't stay. Exactly.
You gotta export it. It just can't stay here. But I mean, you've also had a lot of moments working for big artists as well. Yeah,
that's true. A lot of stage shows.
Yeah. How was that?
Listen, the experience for that is breathtaking. To see. Actually, let's use Vibes Cartel. Vibes Cartel was here for Moderation Me. Listen, I didn't even get to see Cartel face to face, but just to be on the stage, playing
in the space.
It was breathtaking. It was a nice experience. It was good. I mean, I play on other stage shows before, but that I would say that would be the most memorable one, because Vibes Cartel, and he would eat fresh out the prison, out the prison. And
I went stage front there.
I was on the stage, but after I finished my set, I was in the crowd and the experience was good also. It was good.
You know, that was nice. That was nice. Biggs, I want to ask you two more questions before I wrap up. So being in the space of, you know, because as a DJ, we be here, there.
Yeah.
And oftentimes we overlook our health. That's how we overlook our health. Not just only in the music fraternity, but as men in the whole, we overlook our health. What is something positive that you can tell men about their health?
I would try. I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying. I'm not a person in the health field. But try to eat on time. The late night eating, I'm trying to cut that out. That because of my job, anybody would know who does late night work.
Yeah.
It's very hard sometimes.
Yeah,
I mean, you might start off, but then the hunger would lash you.
Yeah.
You want to eat late.
Yeah, I used to eat Campton cook up every time after Marvelous Sundays. Campton cook up.
So, for me, I would say try to eat on time and just cut out the late night eating. Probably if you're hungry, you know, have some crackers, biscuit, have some fruits. And try your best to monitor everything.
Nice.
I mean, if you're drinking, nobody can stop you from drinking.
Yeah.
But try to monitor it. If you're going to eat something that you know might have a lot of, you know, like calories, whatever, just try to monitor it. And that is advice I'm trying to give myself presently. I'm trying to work. I'm on a diet. I started a diet.
But you know names like the Bigs no more?
No, it's not not that I'm gonna get fined or anything.
I'm just trying
to practice a more healthy lifestyle because my birthday was a few days ago.
Yeah.
I'm getting older, so I don't want to keep practicing the unsafety eating anytime and eating certain things, you know. So yeah.
Nice. You know, just give persons who want to book you, just give them your number.
Yeah, so, well, for number, I'm going to give my number because this is
for bookings only.
This is strictly business.
Yeah, bookings only.
Right? Strictly business. My number is 663, well, I'm going to say 592.
Yeah.
663-7975. You could get me on Facebook at Selector Biggs Guyana. You're going to see my face. You're going to see, you know, the structure, so you can't miss it. On IG, I'm Selector Biggs Guyana _592. I'm also on TikTok at Selector Biggs Guyana.
Nice.
Simple.
Nice. Guys, I wish if we had more time because there's so much things that coming from 14 years of friendship and more, there's so much we can dive into. But I want to remind you guys that right now we're on some cocktails, some Island Breeze, all courtesy of Straight Vibes Rum, distributed by Bryden's Guyana, and Straight Vibes is in all supermarket nationwide, countrywide. Our cocktail today, you know, it's called Island Breeze, with some unstoppable rum, some orange juice, some pineapple juice, and some dashes bitters from Angostura, and that's what we're sipping on. And you know, Biggs enjoy it. I can tell.
It's good.
It is really good. This month, October 31st, you know, Coconut Cove is hosting that big Halloween event. We're gonna be out here supporting. You should be out here. Come out with your mask. If you don't want your identity to show, come out with your mask. You know, just come out and enjoy yourself. Coconut Cove is right on the seawall. And if you need any one of the unstoppable Island Breeze, just come here, ask for Prince, and definitely he will set you up. Guys, until next time, remember to be safe, subscribe, share. My name is DJ Aldridge, and continue supporting Taboo Talk. Shout out to my entire team. We're out.
What's poppin'? Ready to hear the unfiltered truth? Then don't miss Taboo Talk with DJ Ulrich, the podcast where no topic is off limits. From comedy to true crime, beauty to sports, and everything in between, we say what others won't. Stream it live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. only on YouTube and Facebook. It's bold. It's real. It's Taboo Talk. Follow now and turn your midweek into a mind-blowing mix of laughs, facts, and fire conversation. Taboo Talk is sponsored by Straight Vibes and distributed by Brighton's Guyana.